Mr. Skay,
Yes.
you got a Chelsea supporter on the line. Obviously, when we looked at the matches for the weekend, we said win for Chelsea. But the Premier League being the Premier League, it's a 1-1. So a lot of guys on the betting lost a lot of money, including you probably.
Yeah, it's quite disappointing actually. Quite disappointing at this point. You'd expect a team like Chelsea who clobbered some of the other teams 7-0, came back from 0-0 with Newcastle, went ahead 3-0 to not lose concentration, at the closing stages of a game. But yeah, we can't just look past that as well.
So what's your analysis on the game? What could you have done better? What did you like? What you saw?
Yeah, I didn't expect much from today's game because I obviously knew that it would be a difficult game today. Thinking about the fact that Burnley was in or is still in the relegation zone, they're fighting with all they have. So you probably know they'd be dangerous on the counter more, especially in the closing stages of the game. However, when you look at the quality of Chelsea, introducing Barkley at the start of the game in the starting 11 as opposed to say or Lukaku, you bound to have to introduce those guys into the lineup to get up with the momentum. Playing 6 games with one starting 11 and then introducing new guys would always be a challenge, more especially when you're playing against the team that's fighting for their lives. But overall, Reece James had a good game, and N'Golo Kante had a good game.
Always.
Because Chelsea, you just see with the basics that the guys really they put in all.
So City won. So it's closer now. The gap is closer.
Yeah, City is 3 points behind. I think that's one of the biggest challenges we're sitting with. The fact that we're not leading with enough points at this point in time. I think we were supposed to be motivated by the fact that we're already leading by 4 points. We should have taken home three, but one is better than none, I think. So yeah,
So
we will just see. Our next game is Leicester City. They're also not having a good run at the moment, so we hopeful that we'd also take those 3 points away from them.
like I said, we expected the victory. This is the first goal that Chelsea conceded in open play.
We, yes, the good thing about it is that um, it makes us or it makes us understand that we're not invincible. I think that to an extent we need to understand that we need to remain level-headed, irrespective of the fact that our defensive record is actually speaks for itself. But we should also remain level-headed to the point that we understand that we can still concede more goals going forward. So we just need to go back to the drawing board, come back stronger, take the 3 points from Leicester City as well.
So Lukaku out, that would have made a difference if he was in the team. And
Pardon?
if Lukaku was in the team, would that have made a difference? Would more goals be banged in if he was in the starting lineup?
Um, I wouldn't really bet on Lukaku. I don't think he has come to the party as yet. It would take a few more games to make him detrimental or to introduce him into the team and for him to be as lethal as he was at Inter Milan. But definitely, I think he would have tried or have given us more strength up front, keeping the balls. We couldn't keep the balls up front. We lost possession, you know. So I think he would have added value and he would have created space for all the other guys around him, like your Reece James to overlap, bring in those crosses and so on. But when I look at or when I was watching the game, I realized that Burnley was more determined than we were simply because I think we underestimated them to an extent.
But you still, I think you're one of my favorites to. Obviously, between you and City, even Liverpool, but with the momentum that you guys had, it looked like you're going to run away with it. Not run away with it in a sense, just create that 5, 6, 8, 10 point gap. So you still confident you winning the league?
Yeah, definitely. What's important for us is that we should just assure that we beat those we are in competition with. And then I think it's important if you beat the two teams that you are competing with, that puts you 6 points ahead. and then it would mean that we just need to, when you look at your Manchester United, it's obvious points for us when you look at those teams play. So I think if we just remain composed as we were from the start of the season, I think we're really looking at a Chelsea that is going to compete for the league, win it with 2 3 games in hand. Also contesting for the Champions League as well. I think we're standing a good chance of winning the league. Or I think we will win the league this time round.
You should be confident. You're playing well. Lastly, let's end off with how many money did you lose on the betting because of Chelsea?
It's actually sad because the one team that made me lose my bet is
As
Chelsea.
your
All the
team,
other
as
ones
your
won.
team, the one
It's
team that
my
made.
team. I'm not that, but it's 200 that I betted on. I placed the bet on Chelsea, placed the bet on Man City as well. I placed the bet on Brentford for both teams to score. So all the other teams won. It is just my own team that lost.
That's a bit sad. Thanks for your time, man. We'll probably get together in the week again for a show that I'm calling professional football fan show.
Yeah. Okay.
Because we professional fans, must.
we at this point, when we invest our money, I think we qualify to be called professionals now.
Thanks, man.
Thank you.